a long time because it has been raining. It's been cool, but today's Friday. It's hot, and we're out here in Flower Mound. First install of the day. We got two going on today. The first one is handled by Rashad, Chase, and Santiago. We're up here in the attic. What's up, guys?
What's up, Prime Family?
What's good, Prime Family?
They got a 3-ton F-Series going in today. They already got the hung rack kit installed. They got the coil already installed. Check this out. Slightly flammable refrigerant, guys. But nothing to worry about. These systems are super safe. Plus, they're super efficient as well. And look at this. I'm looking at a cheat code here. We got some cold air over here. Taking it from the other unit. Where'd you learn that trade from, man, huh?
Say it again.
I said, where'd you learn that cheat code from?
I learned that from back home, back down in South Carolina.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're from South Carolina, man. You miss it?
Right now, I don't miss the heat.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I can do this one.
What about you, Santiago?
Well, how I found out about it?
Yeah.
From the installers, man.
Yeah. No. Where are you from?
Oh, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, the Bayou?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Do you like crawfish?
I don't like coffee.
What? How you from Louisiana, man?
No, man, I just don't like coffee.
Hold on. What about gumbo?
I don't know what
Oh,
that
hell.
is.
What? Come on now.
I just like crab legs.
You can't say you from Louisiana now, man. What's your go-to, man? What's your go-to?
I like crab legs.
Crab legs? The fancy stuff, huh?
Alright, the big money.
Yeah. What about you, Rashad? What's the go-to in South Carolina, man?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with my soul food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you found a spot up here yet?
Yeah, my kitchen.
Oh, that's right,
my
man.
Kitchen. It's probably like the best place, you know.
Yep.
You know, I feel safe. You know, I ain't got to really do too much. I know what I want. So.
Yep. Heck yeah, man. Well,
soul food is the way to go.
It is, man. There's nothing like home cooked meal, man. I'll tell you that much. Whew. Guys, every time I do these live videos and I'm up here and I feel like I'm in their way. But I feel like I'm in their way. Check it out, man.
Almost done.
It's not a lot of space on this attic, by the way. Huh? 2 units side by side each other. All right, Santiago, tell the Prime family how much experience have you gotten so far?
A lot, man. It's a big difference from the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
They be letting me do stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But it's going good, man.
What do you say, Rashad? How's he for you guys?
Oh, he's doing pretty good. He's catching on real fast. Like for the most part, you got to get your reps in to actually grab things. So and with him, he's been getting his reps in, and it's been showing. So.
Awesome, man. Well, you're doing a good job, Santiago. Keep it up, man.
You, man.
Hey, and you got a really badass teacher here.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. I'm gonna go down there real quick, and let's take a look at that condenser with Chase, and then we'll get on to the second one. I'm gonna put you in my back pocket. All right. I'm the owner. I decided to stop by. And, first of all, just thank y'all so much for the continual trust. Now nobody wakes up and says it's time to replace the system. So thank you for that.
It's jarringly expensive.
I know.
But anyway.
But you have a really great crew here, and they're doing a really great job.
Okay, good.
So I went up there, took a look at how everything's coming along. They already have like 60% of it already hung up there, which is great.
Good.
And Chase is working on the condenser up there, so it's looking really good.
Okay.
And from the office, remember, Christy, they set up all the permits and inspections, everything's good to go.
Okay.
And so first of all, just thank y'all, and then make sure everything's coming along.
Okay, good,
So,
good, yeah.
thank you so much, okay?
And then when they're done, what do I do? I can rent them a
Yeah, yes, ma'am. You're gonna actually have a dedicated quality control technician. So we have safety nets for everything.
Okay.
So you'll have one tech who's gonna come out here. He's gonna do a full evaluation, make sure that everything's looking good,
Okay.
installed properly, and then once he gets all the green lights, then at the end you can write the check and pay it. So
Okay.
we don't take money until the job is done, and you're 100% satisfied.
Okay, and no part of it can go on a credit card,
Yeah,
right?
you put everything on a credit card if you want.
Yeah, but is there an additional fee to do that?
No, no. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, just put it on if you want to get your points. That's all good.
Okay, that's a lot, that's huge. Okay.
All right, Nancy, well, I'm going to head to the next one again. Any questions whatsoever,
Okay,
you can get him, okay? Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It's good to meet you.
You as well. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, we had to do a little bit of customer service there, but that's all right. That's what you got to do. What's up, Mr.
How's it going, Proud Family?
How you doing out here, big dog?
Doing good.
Yeah, hey, I'm using big dog over a shot, man. Oh, man. All right, so you got the condenser. Man, look at this.
Yes, sir.
Man, you are a professional, good sir.
Yes, sir.
Looking really good. We got another unit right next to it, but that one's still working good, guys. You know, so this one's definitely going to help. It's the upstairs one too, so it's going to take a lot of load and help that downstairs unit continue to hopefully work the best that it can for the longest that it can. So let's take a look here. We got the gravel, the concrete pad. Now this is the R32 variant right here, so remember, this is the A2L refrigerant. This is slightly flammable, but nothing to worry about. There's a lot of sensors, there's a lot of safety devices that are built into them, especially if the system has a refrigerant leak upstairs. With those new furnaces that are attached to this system, the sensor in there, if it detects any refrigerant leak, it's going to shut the unit off. It's going to turn on the fan. And plus, guys, if you haven't noticed, with these S-Series, we're an Amana cloud specialist. That means that we will have total access to the system. We'll see alerts, we'll see parameters. We can make adjustments over the cloud on this unit at real time. And you know, it's very important to have a system that we can continuously monitor for the customer, both on performance and on safety wise. So looking really good. We got a bunch of people here commenting. Hi everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. We got Ryan said, how do you do your load calculations and do you use the software? Ryan, great question, and yes, we do. If you are in the trade and you know you understand what load calculations is, that's very important. You got to size these units. Now there's many ways. Now we do a CoolCal software, so it's very straightforward. You can go in, you can set up your account, you can actually do a block load, or you can do room by room. You can measure your windows, insulation, but that software, it's very critical because it allows you to pull up all the data from when this house or wherever project you're looking at is working. You're working on, right? So the brick material that was used, the insulation that was used, you know, like if this house was from, I don't even think these are original, but let's take a look at what year this unit was from. Wow, I did a full 360 here. Oh, it didn't have the tag. Oh, there it is. I did more than a 360. 2009. So I don't believe that this is the original equipment, but let's just say that this was a 2000, you know, the house was built in the year 2000. Well, that is also important because the materials and the regulations and everything that was used back in the year 2000s are totally different than what they are today. Plus, insulation over time in the attic starts to settle. Windows start to lose their seal around, window efficiencies, doors, you name it. Everything that has to do with how the system holds all of that load, especially in the summertime when these units are running more than they're used to throughout the whole year. It's important that you size it correctly. Now, if you have a system that is way oversized, right? Like let's say this is a 3-ton, and let's say somehow, some way they came out and they put a 5-ton unit here. Well, two things will happen. Number one, the duct sizes that are connected to the system are going to be completely undersized. And what that will do is it will create huge static pressure, inefficient unit. The system will run longer than it needs to. It'll do short cycling. Actually, if it's an oversized system, that means it will turn on faster. It won't allow that system to really dehumidify the air, and it'll repeat that process. And that in turn will make the components work harder, and it will make this system prematurely fail. The customer won't be happy. The house will never feel good. Now, if you undersize the system, which is another issue as well, let's say you do a full load calculations, sometimes you have to have a little bit of, Chase, what do you call that? Not rule of thumb, but you got to have a little bit of
thing.
Man, what is it? Common sense.
Yeah, common sense.
There you go,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Common sense. You got to have a little bit of common sense when you're designing. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay. I think if you lift the lift gate and just pull forward
will.
slightly, we're
Yeah.
coming out on this side of the
No worries. We'll do it right now. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Of course. And a little bit of common sense, you know, you can look at the house that you're working on or the space that you're working on, see what kind of, you know, materials are in there. If you undersize the system, what will happen is it will never cool properly. And I cannot tell you how many stories we've always heard of customers that get a new system that, you know, the contractor went in and did a full load calculations, and then they undersize the system because the software spit out a smaller system that is required, right? And what happens is the system will never be able to achieve the temperature, especially on a very high demanding load day. So let's say you have your system set up at like 72 degrees, right? A very common temperature. Well, if it's undersized, it'll probably never reach 72. The system might be at 78, 82 degrees, and somewhere in between like that. So it's very important to not only do a proper load calculations, but also use common sense. You know, that's step one. Step two is the duct sizes. I cannot stress that enough. You got to have enough air going out of the system properly and enough air coming out of the system. And that's also very critical to ensure that these systems are working correctly. So other than that, let's go ahead and move this truck, guys, and I will be right back, all right? All right, guys, we're back here. And let's see, can you show the Amana commissioning report? Yes. So Ryan, with these Amana Daikin fit systems, S-series units like what we have behind here, you can do a full commission report. So when the guys come out and we do our quality control checks and we're setting up the Amana cloud and we're setting up the Amana S-series thermostat, during the startup you can do a commissioning report. That's going to tell not only the homeowner but the contractor that every parameter is correct. You know, startup, system operations, amp draws, you know, how that system is going to be shutting on and off, the sizes, the model number of the equipment that was installed to ensure everything is in accordance to what the customer bought and got. So yeah, we'll definitely, if we come back here later on in the day, Ryan, we'll go ahead and show you that commissioning report. So the guys are doing a great job here. Now here's one more thing that's very important. Now this is really a non-negotiable here. This really happens with any inverter style system, and honestly we've kind of adopted the idea that they are going to get a surge protector on any systems that come out. Okay, ideally for any inverter style units, okay, inverters, that means if the system doesn't have a capacitor or contactor, so it looks something like this right here. So this is a capacitor and a contactor, and you got a hard start kit. This is the most common thing that we will see, you know, back in the day. When I say back in the day, guys, I mean well before the inverters were something that became the norm. Now when inverters started coming out and we had variable speeds, so now you have computers, well, not computers, but you got circuit boards that are very sensitive to power surges, and you got to protect them, you know, even though these systems have amazing warranties, right? And here in our area, especially in Texas, you know, we have a very great relationship with Daikin and Amana, so we have parts and we can always get the parts. But you know, it's never fun. Let's say the system does go down, that phone call is never fun. So we have to do our very best here to ensure that we give these systems the best protection right out of the gate. And one of the things that's a non-negotiable is a surge protector, like Chase is finishing installing right now. That surge protector, even though it's not the very ultimate protection, because Mother Nature at the end of the day will do whatever she wants to do, but this will at least give us a good opportunity to protect all of the control and everything that's inside of this unit here. Inside of this panel, or back here on this one, since it's a 3-ton, you have your inverter board, you have your control board, you have your EEV, and then your actual condenser fan motor. That's a variable speed DC motor. So all of these things are very sensitive. Again, something as simple as installing the proper size breaker. Okay, so each unit has its own breaker size, and it's important that you don't undersize it and you don't oversize it. You want the breaker to break if there's ever any kind of major electrical issues with the system. Plus, I'll tell you this, here at Prime, another non-negotiable is that we pull permits and inspections on every job. So when Chase is installing these units, we're following not only the state code, but every municipal city that we work on has its own little variants, you know, and inspectors, as much as we love them, you know, sometimes sometimes those inspectors love to go beyond what the code says. And, you know, legally, obviously, we have to do the minimum what the code says, but we go above and beyond, right? So there's certain things that we do for, you know, like the disconnects. We're going to go ahead and silicone around it. That's best practices. We're going to put our Armaflex UV rated all the way through. We're going to put our conduit, like Chase is doing right now, the low voltage into conduit to protect the wiring. We're going to put our concrete pads. We're going to put gravel. We're going to bolt down the unit. A lot of things, but the breaker. So if you're looking at the city inspection, when the inspector comes out and let's say that he's going to come look at this unit, he's going to look at two of the major things he's going to look for is the breaker size correct for this unit. Okay, so if this unit here has a little sticker here on the back, okay, and this unit here calls for a maximum of 25 amp breaker, right? So 25, that means that it can operate, and it says on the tag, it says that the minimum that it can operate is at 22.4, but you can't do the minimum. You have to put the maximum breaker in here. You can see we have the 25 amp breaker. So that's one of the things that the inspector is going to look for. Make sure that that's always done correctly. Second thing he's going to look out here for is going to be locking caps and UV rated, and everything's on Armaflex protection. And then if it's a gas furnace like the one that we're doing here today, he's going to look for the gas settlement trap. He's going to make sure that the gas piping that we installed is up to code, protected, and following all the best practices as well. All right, let's see Ryan. Hey Ryan, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. We're not the we try to do these videos, and we try to be entertained, and we try to give as much information as possible. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to us. And let's see what else you said. Have you ever installed or looked into installing a combined breaker, surge protector, and voltage monitor for inverters? We have looked into that. You know, one thing, Ryan, that we have to do as a business is we have to ensure that we are not only competitive in the market, that we're giving our customers the best value. And, you know, sometimes products that come out that are good like that, that are all combined, those times are a little bit more expensive upfront. And, you know, obviously in business, those costs have to be passed on to the customer. So we have to try to find a medium where we're actually protecting these systems, doing, you know, a great job, and have a product that will serve its purpose. But we have looked into that, and you know, that is a great product. And maybe in the future, we're going to hopefully keep those in stock. You know, we buy here at Prime, we buy everything in bulk. So we usually get really good prices up front. But that's something that we definitely will be looking into. And then let's see, he says, I think ICM and Rector Seal makes those. Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll definitely look into that and see how that's coming along. Let's see, Z Hunter says, hey, what's up, Prime family? What's up, Z? Appreciate it. Fellow HVAC tech, ICP dealer. Also love the inverter technology. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, ICP is a great product. You know, if you guys don't know ICP, it's part of the Carrier brand. And they make great products. They really do. And we've never really sold Carrier products. We work on them, we service them, we fix them, but anything that's inverter driven right now, you guys know that's really the norm. And I think for consumers, the very best thing that we can do as dealers is stick to one brand, really become an expert in that brand, become an expert in the field. So if you do ICP, if you do Carrier, if you do Train, if you do Lennox, whatever brand is that you do, and you become an expert in that field and in that particular product, man, you guys will be very successful. And that's awesome to see and awesome to hear, man. Good luck out there. Let's see. Isaiah, yep. Awesome, man. Hey, that's great. That's great. Well, guys, I feel like I'm babbling a lot here, but let's see what else we got. So we got copper. I'll tell you one thing here is when we're installing these units, very critical as well to flush them out. Now this unit that we pulled out of here uses, let's see, 410A. Okay, so we had a 410A unit. It's so wild. It's wild to think about, the refrigerant changes that we've been going through. We went from R32 to 410A, and then just in the last 2-3 years, we've made the transition over to the new A2Ls, R32 right here, or 454B. And 454B right now is probably not in the very best of situations. If you guys are in the industry, in the field, you understand 454B right now, not the equipment side, but actually getting the refrigerant has been a challenge for a lot of us. One, because it costs a lot to buy those bottles, and supply and demand is it's always the corporate of that. So yeah, 454B, we tried not to offer those products as much as possible. We do offer another brand we sell here is American Standard, which is Train, but with 454B right now, it's a challenge not only for the for us, the contractors, but for the customer, guys. Let's say that system has a leak. Let's say that we have to recover that refrigerant or charge that refrigerant. It just becomes a little bit more expensive with that refrigerant, whereas R32 right now is, we've had this since we were the first dealer here in Texas to install the very first R32 system, and prior to that, we have been preparing ourselves, our entire team here, getting ready to be the expert in R32. But 454B and R32, those are the new two refrigerants, and I'm pretty sure in probably the next 7 to 10 years we're probably going to have another refrigerant, and it's just unfortunate. That's just how it kind of works. The government is trying to find ways to reduce the global warming effect. That's what these refrigerants are made for, but they are definitely not as affordable as back in the day, R22 and even 410A at one point. Now, one thing I will say too is that these systems, they have been designed to work with these refrigerants. That means that they're designed to work at with lower or smaller size copper tubing, which increases the efficiency. So those refrigerants do have its purpose, and I'm pretty confident eventually, everything just kind of corrects itself. And that's why we try to be as competitive as possible with our customers here, giving them the best options. And again, if you haven't seen our last video, we have a very healthy amount of 410A S-Series systems. Not a lot, but we do have a good amount where our customers can get that choice. They can, choose to go back with a 410A S-Series system. And even though they're not making 410A equipment anymore, does not mean that they're going to get rid of it. Does not mean that, we won't have the refrigerant or the parts or the support for them. So if you're watching this and you're a customer and you are in the Metroplex and you're thinking about replacing your HVAC unit, but don't want to go with an R32, which is the latest and greatest, we still do have some 410A equipment, which is actually the second job that we're going to be heading over to right now. Once I finish here, we're going to head over to Kevin and Alfonso, where they're going to be they're installing the 410A, almost the same identical system, but I think it's a 4-ton, but it's a 410A system. So we're going to go take a look at that and see how those guys are doing. But let's see. Z Hunter says, been following you guys since you had 1,000 subscribers. Man, thank you so much. That means a lot. It means a lot, guys. We're I'm not sure how entertaining HVAC is, and but like I've said multiple times, we try to be as factual. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, Chase.
Yeah.
Factual, and we also have to be entertaining for you guys. You know, it's HVAC. We're doing equipment out here. If you're in the industry, I hope that you guys are picking up a lot of the little steps that we do here. If you're a customer, I hope that you see, you know, we're very passionate about what we do, whether it's servicing, whether it's doing a tune-up, which we haven't even uploaded those videos. I mean, every video that we do here is really showcasing our amazing installers, and that's awesome. So, you know, we're going to continue to try to upload as much as we can, and, you know, hopefully as the year goes on, you know, we can upload more videos like in the service side of things, and that's also an amazing and important part of the business, guys. So let's see, y'all have a Facebook. Oh man, congrats to your dad. It's the best. The HVAC trades are the best. Z Hunter said my dad also has been a tech for 58 years. Hello to your dad. Y'all have a Facebook? We do. It's at Prime HVAC. If you just go to Facebook, it's Prime HVAC. You can find us there too. We post a lot there as well. And let's see, my dad. Oh yeah, I already read that. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and log out of this live here. I gotta go check in with the second crew, and hope everybody has an amazing Friday. Thank you guys for everybody that tuned in. Oh, he said my dad he retired. His name is Ted. Hey, what's up, Ted? Awesome. Thank you so much for the 50. Oh no, you're 58, so you must have done 20 plus years in the trades, man. That's amazing. Thank you so much, and say hi to your dad, Z Hunter. Guys, again, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go to that second job site and see how those guys are coming along. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bam. Holy.